unfortunately, Mother Nature runs our sport. So we were just informed that we're going to play a doubleheader Friday, starting at 2 p.m. Take Saturday off just in case to be safe from weather. And then Sunday's game is still at 1:30. So hopefully everybody that's on spring break, that's still in Tuscaloosa, can come out at 2 o'clock tomorrow, Friday, for a doubleheader.
Yes, and Coach Murphy, you're coming off of a 15-3 run rule win over South Alabama on Tuesday. Can you give me your thoughts on that win?
Man, it was a great atmosphere to begin with, and I want to say thanks to all the people down at South Alabama, Mobile area, for coming out to the game. It was sold out, great crowd, pretty night for softball, and you know, it took us a while to get going, but our hitters were just terrific. I think we had 3 home runs, took a bunch of walks, which I was really proud of. We were very patient at the plate, but if we did get a good pitch, we hammered it. And Elstad, Papillo, and Hevlin all hit home runs, and they were no doubters.
As you just stated, you've had a lot of good home runs this season. Tell me, what has impacted your hitters to where they have performed so well?
I think you got to start with our hitting coach, Adam Arbor. He's done a great job, you know, from the very beginning, way back August 20th, I think. One of his goals was to get every hitter around 100 at-bats in the fall and preseason practices. And I think we were up to close to 89 to 90 each kid. And that was against live pitching. So we just wanted the hitters to get to see pitching. And we had 5 pitchers, and we had enough to go around. And I think that really helped a lot of our hitters, because a lot of our hitters, you know, they had good moments last year, but they weren't in the spotlight. And now they're hitting 3, 4, 5 or whatever in the lineup. And now that pressure's on. And I think with those at-bats and practices, it's really helped them.
So as a freshman, Audrey Vandegrift, she leads the team in hits and stolen bases. What has made her transition to Division I softball so successful?
She is a freak of an athlete. She's strong, she's fast, she's 5'11", she's got good range. She's got a good glove in the outfield. She's got a good arm. I mean, she's basically a 5-tool professional baseball player, if you want to put it that way. Just a very good athlete, has a good eye. She puts the bat on the ball a lot, and that's the key, because she's got great speed. We've seen her hit a 2-hop ground ball to second base and beat it out. And you know, if the infielder takes her time, she's going to beat it out. So that speed, you know, we always say speed never slumps. So she leads the nation in stolen bases right now. She's just going to be a special talent, and she's just going to get better and better and better. And she's got a really good head on her shoulders.
Oh, yeah. 2 more questions for you, okay, Coach? This weekend, you begin SEC play. 19th ranked Mississippi State comes to Tuscaloosa. They already have ranked wins over Texas Tech, Nebraska, and swept 18th ranked Auburn. Can you talk about the matchup with the Bulldogs?
Yeah, it's going to be a fun one. And, you know, I'm really proud of Sam and her staff, what they've done. She's done a tremendous job with state softball. They got into a super regional a couple years ago for the first time ever, and she brings a lot to the table. So it's going to be a good series, number one. You know, anytime we play anybody in the SEC, right now I think the lowest RPI of all the SEC schools is like 32. So you're playing against the top 30 basically the rest of the year. Everybody in the league. It's like basketball, it's like football, every sport in the SEC. Everybody is good. So when you play an SEC opponent, it's basically a super regional weekend. And competition is great. They're going to have a good pitching staff. They have a really, really good leadoff hitter. She's a lefty, so our fans, watch out for her. She's having a great year, hitting almost 470. So she's going to be the one that we need to keep off the bases.
Going back into top 30, as a team, you're in the top 25 in the nation in home runs and top 10 in stolen bases. Does being so good at one help you guys with the other?
Well, you know what? I'm going to credit my strength coach, Michelle Diltz, who I think this is her 20th year with us. So she's been a blessing for 20 years. She played college softball. But every summer we get together, and she brings over her notepad, and she's like the mad scientist. And she says, okay, what do I need to do better? And what do you want for this year? And almost every single year I say this: I want to lead the nation in home runs, and I want to lead the nation in stolen bases. And usually those two don't go together. But somehow, some way, one year, a couple years ago, we were first in stolen bases and second in home runs. So it can be done. So we want that combination of speed and power. And we've got a really good group of athletes that are like that. So Marley Giles, Riley Valentine, Callie Hevlin, Abby Dukeshire, Audrey Vandergriff, Maddie Hubbard, all those hitters are like that. You have a green light girl who's fast, but also somebody that's got some pop. And the combination when you play somebody is deadly, because if they get on first, hopefully they're going to steal second. And it's a fun team to watch too.